What's going on, guys? Brandon here from Through the Bore, here to give you another product highlight. And today's topic of discussion is the Magpul Daka grid organizer that you see behind me. So we'll go through and talk about it. Talk about some things I like about it, some of the things I don't like about it, and maybe there's room for improvement, right? So I think it's an ingenious idea. If you don't know what this is they make this product for certain Pelican cases, and I think they're coming out with more compatibility with more Pelican cases in the future, as well as Plano, and I think Magpul's coming out with their own case that it should be compatible with in the near future. But basically, you take the foam out of your case, and you insert these little panels, and once you have these in there, you can use these little blocks, foam blocks, to secure your firearms in any configuration you want, which is cool because if you're like me and you have a lot of different setups that you like to take to the range with you, it can be tedious, especially with hard cases that have foam in them. You have to cut them out. So you either have to get new cases or you have to get new foams for different setups. So something like that is pretty neat because versatility, you can just pack for each range day and just have one case, maybe two cases if you really take a lot of stuff. But yeah, as you can see, here's my daily carry Staccato CS, but I just made it so this will fit right in here. That's just one example of something you can do. And these are all fully adjustable. I mean, I've fit quite a bit of guns onto this thing before. This is a Pelican V800 and it holds a lot of stuff. I mean, it'll hold, you know, I've had it hold, and I'll go through and show some different pictures of some of the setups that I've done. But I've done multiple lever action guns. I've done multiple long guns. I've done multiple ARs, pistols, and AR mags, things of that nature. It's pretty cool. I think it's really neat. Some of the things that I would change about it if I was working for Magpul, I would make it a little deeper, you know, make it a little thinner, because when you stack things in there and you put an AR in there that has maybe like a flashlight offset, something that would make the weapon thicker, it can be a little difficult to close it. It'll close, but you can see that it'll indent the lid and things like that. I mean, it's just cosmetic, but it's something that I care about. So just in the future, maybe make it a little thinner so that you can fit more space in there. Another thing is I might actually keep the panels the same size, but maybe make the holes smaller so that you can have more holes. Because I've noticed certain platforms don't work as well as others. For example, a DDM4 V7, Daniel Defense AR-15 with an M-LOK handguard would fit, is slimmer profile than say their Mark 18 that has a quad rail. I've noticed that these M-LOK platformed AR-15 style weapons fit better because they're slimmer in between the spaces, whereas the Mark 18 with the quad rail, it's thicker around there. Sometimes I have to really squeeze it in there, and I do fear that if I kept them in there long term, it would bend up my blocks. But other than that, I think it's a really, really awesome idea what they're doing. I think they might be a little expensive for what you get, but it's genius. I think it's a genius product, and I'll bring it a little closer so you can see what we're talking about, what we're working with here. But what you have to do is you buy a Pelican case like this. This is the V800, and you take out the internal foam that's in there from the factory, except for the lid. You leave the lid. Take out that, you put in theirs. Through here you can see there's a thinner one in there. You put in theirs, then you put these panels in, and then yeah, you're good to go. You just pop these in however you want, and you can have numerous different setups for the range. So all in all, I think it is a good buy. I think it's a good purchase. I think it'll save you money, and it's very convenient. For the convenience factor alone, I think this thing is awesome. But is there room for improvement? I think so. What do you guys think?